everybody, it's Kelly and I'm back with a layout. So I'm going to start my layout with this background paper, which is a piece of wood paper from Crate Paper here and there, and it's the check-in paper. And I love that wood grain. Now you're probably going to cringe at this when you see this because I'm going to cover most of it with that heart paper that I'm just putting on top. And that heart paper is from Crate Paper Maggie Holmes Flourish. It's the poppy paper. And originally I wasn't going to cover quite that much and thought about gutting it, but really I have 3 pieces of this paper, so I can afford to do that. And just as I was going to cover that, I realized I wanted the chevron pattern of that wood paper facing up because it's darker on the bottom and lighter on the top according to the way the chevron goes. So then I decided to take that piece of kind of a yellow checked paper, plaid paper, I don't know what I'm calling that, from Maggie Holmes Flourish, and it's the greenhouse paper, and I'm trying to decide, I want to put that like across the length of the, trying to decide, does it go the length of the whole layout, including going over the border, or just the hearts? So I decide just the hearts, just across the heart part. And you can see me tapping my fingers because I cut it too short. So now I'm like, okay, now what do I do? Because obviously that's too short. So I decide to cut it into a banner. So I'm going to fishtail it. And I like how that turns out. I trimmed it a little bit and then decided to fishtail it. And I'm going to use some wine ephemera, those die cuts there. They came from the Cheeky Studio on the cover ephemera kit, which was on the cover ephemera, which you can get at cheekystudio.com. If you use my code Kelly10, you can get 10% off your order. And it's got wine and books, which is awesome. And the reason I'm doing that is there's a glass of wine featured very prominently in this particular layout. So I'll talk about that in a little bit. So I'm playing with part of my title there, which is going to be the Sweet Boy. I thought about putting that card up there that said Adventure, which is from the Here Plus There ephemera from Crate Paper. Thought about that camera from Flourish, and then I find this gold colored tag from Maggie Holmes Flourish, and it is the ephemera pack from that. And I really like that because it works really well with the gold or yellowy color on the plaid paper. So I have all of these thickers that are words and decided time to use one. I found this wood grain one, which it says Dream Big. So that is from the Pebbles Jen Hadfield thickers, which are called the Patio Party thickers. I am thinking I need some red on here to bring out the red in the wine. So I go and find this pink Paisley Paige Evans. I think it's a scrap from Turn the Page, but don't quote me because it was already cut off. So I just took the scrap and cut it in about half to see how I might like to arrange this on the page. The one thing I didn't talk about, by the way, is that Sweet Boy. So the Sweet Boy is from Cheeky Studios. It's a wood veneer phrase from Cheeky Studios. There's lots of fun acrylics and wood on the website. So now I'm going to use that, like, it's going to look like I have a whole big square behind there, but really it's only a portion of that. And I'm just playing with how I'm going to arrange it. The green hearts were inspired by the green bottles. I knew I wanted to use wine die cuts with this, and I knew I had these from Cheeky Studio from the On the Cover kit. So I chose the green bottles from this, or chose the heart paper to go with the green bottles on this layout. And then I pulled that the red book with the spilled wine glass because of the red in the wine. I thought that would like pull that color in as well. And the story about this is that I actually was watching a Brewers playoff game, and I poured myself a glass of wine and had a couple pieces of cheese for a little snack, and one of my cats was like on the love seat opposite me, like sniffing, sniffing, sniffing. And I couldn't decide if it was the wine or the cheese that was doing it. It was the cheese, because he's done it again a couple more times when I haven't had wine and I've just had cheese for a snack. So my title, Dream Big Boy, is that or Dream Big Sweet Boy. I call him Sweet Boy, so that just worked out really well. And then I found that Dream Big, so he's dreaming about the cheese. He does not get people food though, only kitty food. So it is a big dream for him. All right, so now I'm just kind of going through and arranging these letters just to make sure that they really do fit. And by the way, to fishtail a banner, the easiest way to do it is cut up into the center of where your banner will be, where the fishtail is, and then cut in from the side to that point, and that's how you make a perfect fishtail every time. All right, so I'm thinking I might need something else under this cluster. I love these florals from the Cheeky Studio on the cover ephemera. And I'm thinking about, you know, do I do this wine glass? There's a cork there. It's just not working for me. I think it's great up there, and great kind of like on the sides, or it would be great on the top, but I think it's too much down by the wine bottles and the book. So thinking about that, actually would have been okay. That putting the wine glass there would have been okay. But I really needed something up there in that top to balance all everything going on below that. So I don't know what I want to do. So what I decide to do instead is to mount that book and the wine glass on some foam tape just to give it a little bit of dimension. And then I realized that my bottles are not really glued down all that much, so I need to do that. I'll do that a lot where I don't really glue anything down a ton because I want to be able to tuck things under until I decide what the layout's really going to look like. So there we go. I like the position of that. Now I'm grabbing some more wine ephemera here, and these are like fabric kind of dimensional stickers, and they're pretty dimensional. And these are from Paper House, and they are canvas stickers. I think I got these at Michael's. So I'm again kind of working with what I'm going to do on the top there, and I decided I tried the yellow, but I really liked the red because I think you needed to see it a little bit more. So I grabbed that cork heart sticker, and then I'm playing with different wine bottles. And when I put the green one up there, I really like that because then it brings some of the green from the wine bottles on the bottom to the top. I fishtail that. And I really like how that's looking. I was kind of lost as to what I was going to do up there until I decided to do like another little banner piece up there. And in the end, I really like how that works. You know, there's no other canvas stickers on there, but I think that's okay because both clusters have the wine bottle in common, and it's just a different texture. All right, so I do need to put some twine into my tag. I don't have to, but I'm going to. So I'm going to do that with the My Mind's Eye Lime Twist Fly a Kite Soar twine. And it's kind of that, it's the same red as in the paper as well. That red paper, by the way, I don't know if I said this is, I think it's from Paige Evans' Turn the Page collection. Actually, I think I did say that, but I wanted to make sure I didn't lose it. This is a fun layout to put together, and I'm glad I got this documented because this was such a funny picture. I'm going to go back off camera and put some of my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive, or tacky glue actually, underneath those foam, chipboard letters because they're not sticking very well. I am putting just a little bit of my foam adhesive under the fishtail banners just to lift them slightly. So here's a still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you guys are well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye.